Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here, and we've got a small problem. All of our Death Rattle minions died. No matter, you play N'Zoth, you bring them back to life. Well, hang on a minute, he's killing these other Death Rattle minions too. Doesn't matter. You play C'thun. Wait, we're still dying. Doesn't matter. You play Reno Jackson. And yeah, concedes start to happen. So welcome to another Hearthstone video, and this time we are looking at the C'thun N'Zoth Reno Rogue. Now, you saw in that earlier introductory clip that N'Zoth the Corruptor can bring back Death Rattle minions. That's really good. It can be a massive swing in the game when that happens, but let's assume that things don't work out, and let's assume your opponent gets rid of your newly returned Death Rattle minions. No matter, you have C'thun in this deck as well for doing additional damage, and of course at any point if your health gets very low, you have Reno Jackson. So therefore we're only playing one copy of each of these cards. It's a Reno deck, but running these quite significant threats. But you've got cards here that can control the board, you know, cards like Betrayal, Eviscerate, Backstab, Fan of Knives. There is a Dark-Iron Skulker in this deck as well. So, as I say, it's an N'Zoth C'thun deck running rogue cards that can help maintain the board, and Reno for crazy healing when it's required. The only problem with this deck, I guess, is, well, it can be quite slow. You're only running one copy of each card, and therefore you're not always going to find the card that you need at the right time. So you can spend a lifetime gathering these cards into your hand, never drawing the card or the combo of cards that you require at a particular point in time. But providing you have Reno, you can heal very quickly, I guess, back to full health, buy yourself some more time, and then start piecing things together. You saw in that highlight video earlier that, you know, I had a hand full of quite significant threats, and I was able to make a significant comeback, causing my opponent to concede. So let's have a look at a highlight here to see how this deck works, and I'm very tempted to keep Reno Jackson, but no, it's fine. I'm feeling confident, I guess, enough to mulligan him away and look for some other cards. Journey Below is such an amazing card. Sylvanas and Anub'araks. You saw Anub'araks earlier. I played Anub'araks in that earlier game that you saw in the beginning, and I kept getting him back again and again and again because, of course, he's a Death Rattle minion. N'Zoth brought Anub'araks back to life. Well, multiple copies of Anub'araks. It was really good. But in this situation, Sylvanas is, I think, better. So we take the Sylvanas, and yeah, this is a Shaman, I guess, with an interesting name there. Okay. So, well, not much to do here. So I guess we just attack into the Trog, and we'll finish it off next turn. So running one copy of each of your cards, this is why at points things can get rather slow, and sometimes you're just stuck with cards in your hand that you can't do anything with. Oh, sap's really good. So we can sap the 7/7, say goodbye, get rid of the Trog, and dagger up. We've taken a lot of damage already though. Our health total, well, we're not too worried yet, but we need things that we can play on the board. And, well, we've got the Crazed Worshipper that we can play, I guess. Totem Golem's a bit annoying, so I guess Shadow Strike to get rid of it, maybe. Crazed Worshipper is a minion that's a non-curve play. It doesn't kill his Totem Golem, but it's fine. If he attacks in, we can use our dagger to kill what remains of the Totem Golem on the next turn, so it's fine. I think it's why the Rogue hero power is so good. You pay for two mana, and you get a dagger that you can use twice for 2 hits over 2 turns. That's pretty good. Anyway, 7/7 back on board. That's not what you wanted to see, really. How do we contest it? Shadow Strike has 5 damage, so we start with that, right? The SI agent's pretty good. And I suppose we can backstab and trade. That's fine, and C'thun gets buffed. Now, could we have done that a different way? Could we have backstabbed the 7/7 and then Shadow Striked it? And then SI'd the 3/4? We still would have traded in with the Crazed Worshipper, so I guess it was all the same in the end. Yeah. Anyway, Lava Shock with spell power. Well, that's pretty good for him. Did you bring some fish? Doesn't give him what he was looking for. That's not the best of totems to get, but okay, sure. The Shaman's getting board presence here, and there's Reno. The value. The value. Dark-Eyed Skulker wins us the game, and there was not even a need for any of those legendaries. Forget N'Zoth, forget Sylvanas, forget C'thun. Not needed. Okay, heading into our final game here, our final highlight, and this is going to be a game against a Mage. And notice that I'm keeping one of my C'thun cards there, the Disciple of C'thun, because we want that C'thun buffed up as soon as possible. C'thun is not our win condition in this deck. C'thun is a threat. Okay, and I think whenever you rely on C'thun as a win condition, that's a mistake, because you end up having to play all your C'thun cards, then you play C'thun, then you find out it's not enough, and then you lose the game, right? Whereas in this deck, he's just one threat. He's a threat. N'Zoth, I'd argue, is the bigger threat, and Reno Jackson in itself is a bigger threat because he heals you back to full health, letting you then flood the board the following turn and, you know, gain control of the game. So Reno himself can rescue you from the brink of disaster and then turn a game around for you, providing you have some form of a board presence after playing Reno or whilst playing Reno. Anyway, back to this game. Disciple of C'thun there doing some work for us. It's good to see. Oh, Spellslinger. So this is a full-on tempo mage with a sort of a casino-style strategy. Yeah, take chances with cards like that and give me fireballs. Yeah, sure. I'll be really happy. Anyway, how do I get through the taunts? Fan of Knives doesn't really help me here. I can't... I'm one turn away from Blood Mage Thalnos Fan of Knives, which is quite annoying. So, Betrayal gets rid of the Mana Worm. I mean, that's something, right? And he's thinking, Betrayal? Really? In 2016? Yep, Betrayal is a thing in this particular deck. You don't often see it in Rogue anymore, because in normal Rogue decks, there are, well, 2 copies of each card, and you don't have room for Betrayal. But this is a Reno deck, and we've got room for various cards that, you know, that offer utility to help us survive long enough. You see, the problem now is with the Spellslinger on board, well, I guess Thalnos could come down, we could backstab the Spellslinger, and we could Fan of Knives, but I don't feel like I'm getting enough value here. Because there's only 3 minions on board, actually 2.5 minions, because one of them's injured. So we're not gonna Fan of Knives with Thalnos. No, that's not worth it. I'm gonna be greedy here. Maybe that was a mistake. So We played Zaril the Poison Mind. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Zaril? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, so we've got a Toxin in hand, and that's pretty good. This deck doesn't play the Gadgets and Auctioneer, so it's not like a Miracle Rogue. There wouldn't be room for it. But now I guess I'm a bit desperate. So I play my Thalnos, I play my Fan of Knives. We use the Toxin. Yeah, we give Thalnos stealth, so we can't be pinged, because we may find some value from the Fireball, you know, doing 7 damage. Who knows? Yeah, so the Thalnos Fan of Knives play, maybe I should have done it on the previous turn. I don't know. Had nothing else really to do here, I guess. Nothing else productive anyway. And there's another mirror image, so... Well, we've got Bran, and we've got the Beckoner of Evil. But let's just work our way through this board first. So, work our way through. The Mage doesn't have too many cards, so I don't know how scared I should be. Is it time for Bran? I mean, we could Bran combo with Refreshment Vendor. Maybe it's not time for that. Maybe it's just Beckoner of Evil. Ah, yes, because it's they're the secrets. We had to test for it. You don't want to give him a Bran, right? That's not what you want to give him. So we give him a Beckoner. I could just Fireball it. But that's probably a waste. So I'd probably just dagger up and pass here. Yeah. That's fine. As soon as we get Reno, we're going to be absolutely fine. Wow. Kabbalist Tome. Okay. Okay. More spells. And that's actually quite worrying. He went from not having too many cards in hand to having more cards in hand. That is quite scary. Okay, so we take out the Beckoner. Okay, so another Toxin in hand there. Now I think we go for Bran Refreshment Vendor. Why? Because we're scared of dying. Right? With all of those spells in hand now, who knows what the tome gave him? They could be double Pyroblast in that hand, they could be double Fireball, whatever it happens to be, we are scared. So we give Bran stealth, and we're going to see what kind of value we can get from Bran Bronzebeard on the next turn. There's another secret. There's that mirror entity again. Ethereal Conjurer. More spells in hand, and this game could end up being tougher than I thought. And there's Sylvanas. So I'm thinking about the trade here, but we could just use the Blade of C'thun. And look at what that does. It buffs C'thun. It buffs C'thun with the attack power of the minion that it kills. And because we've got Bran Bronzebeard on board, we get the double buff. That's absolutely crazy. Cone of Cold. With Shatter! Oh, so he got Kabbalist Tome, right, okay. He got Shatter from Kabbalist Tome, that's interesting. And Cone of Cold too, wow. Okay. Absolutely desperate to take out Bran there. And there's another secret. Not what we wanted to see. Okay, so Journey Below. Oh, it was Counterspell. Okay. Sure. Well, alright. Was contemplating Sylvanas, but no, there's no need. There's no need. Not yet. Let's see what he's got for clearing this board first. Oh, Emperor. Oh, it's okay, we've got a fireball for that. So Spell Slinger gave me the fireball, and yeah, that's significant. I have a strong feeling that Yogg Saron is going to come down at some point and ruin our day. So we need to be careful here. We could play our own Emperor. Okay. Now we try the fireball. And yeah, Spellbender. Wow, okay. But that's alright. We can trade. Use our face. Okay. Bit worried now, down to 16. Need to be conscious of spell combos that could kill us. But we need the Reno Jackson, basically. That's what we're really gunning for here. Arcane Intellect will draw him some more cards. That's okay. Now that's not okay. Another Arcane Intellect. My gosh, he's drawing through his deck. Wow. Well, maybe we can kill him on fatigue. If we survive. Now I wonder if he's figured out if this is a Reno Jackson deck yet. Or that it's a N'Zoth C'thun. Well, he knows it's a C'thun deck, probably, but I wonder if he's figured out if it's a N'Zoth deck as well as a Reno deck. Ice Lance? Really? Oh, okay. That's actually pretty... Oh. Right. That's pretty smart. It means that Skulker doesn't kill... Well, I can't kill the 4-3. Because I can't use my face, so I'm just going to sap it. Sure. Didn't get great value there on the Skulker. And we sapped an injured minion. Oh, C'thun's at 23-17. But that's okay. That's okay. Because the Skulker is a body on the board. And I think at this stage in time, that's more important than anything else. Wow. Yogg Saron with his creepy entrance music. Wow. Polymorph Boar. Oh, I'll take that. Oh, Fist of... Oh. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Oh. He's become a paladin. Oh, goodbye. Healing wave on who? Oh, he knows I've got Reno. Oh, he knows I'm a Reno Jackson deck now. Oh, he's healing himself, not healing... Oh, he's healing me! He's healing me! Oh, another boar. Burgle. Oh, a hound. One hound. Will he attack with it? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Yogg Saron is terrible. He just healed me. Oh, look, and there's Reno. Oh, dear. There's Reno. Freezing Trap. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Oh. Snipe. Oh, dear. Okay. Do we just play Sylvanas? Yeah. She has no time for games. Discounted Sylvanas comes down on the board. He needs a fireball now to deal with this. Hey, if he's throwing a fireball at Sylvanas, that means it's not going face. And we have N'Zoth. So, Reno and N'Zoth. What more do you need? Just providing we're not dead here. Okay, so he's using Burn on Sylvanas. He can't ping, which is the interesting thing.
Wanted, dead or alive.
That's useless. Okay, so the second Spell Slinger gives me Primal Fusion, which is rubbish. The first one gave me a Fireball, and that was pretty good, but okay. Power of the Wild. That's pretty good for him. Yeah, I have a Sylvanas on board. But anyway, she can't attack. Is it time? It's time. We are going to be rich. Now, I mentioned earlier that Reno Jackson, with a board, is pretty devastating for your opponent because, well, he's now got to start trading on this board. He can't go face. Unless he's got enough burn to kill me over 2 turns now. He needs to start trading, and he's going to use up those minions to kill my minions, and then next turn I'll just play N'Zoth, get the board back and win the game. That's the beauty of this deck. So how does he play around Sylvanas? That is the question. Oh, that was really smart. Good trades. Good trades. Very good trades. Flame Waker. With Bran. Okay. Does he have a battle cry? No, just a dude. Okay. That's fine. We can deal with that. We have 30 health.
Here we go.
So, Crazed Worshipper, I'm not playing N'Zoth just yet. I want C'thun value. I don't want to be greedy here. I want C'thun value. I'd much rather play C'thun before I play N'Zoth. I view N'Zoth as my final boss kind of thing, you know. I'd rather play C'thun first. Oh, he stole Blade of C'thun! Oh. By the way, Blade of C'thun is such a good card. I know it costs 9. I know it's really expensive, but it's so good. Okay, we just play it. And we get a nice selection of cards on board. And our health total is still pretty good. I doubt seriously that he can kill me from this position. He has to start trading. But how does he get through this board, particularly with Sylvanas in play? I don't think that's going to help him. So, surely this is game over, right? He's drawing 2 spells, but what's he drawing here? Mirror Image. Okay, he's going to try and protect himself and do some damage. That's interesting. Ooh, Frostbolt on 7 health minion, okay. Oh, he actually killed one. Oh, that's pretty good. But I get a Toxin. And a coin. And there's C'thun. Okay, I think it's time. So we've seen Reno in this game. We've seen N'Zoth. Do we just put down C'thun here? And let there be fireworks? It's really tempting, right? 23, 17. He's going to do 23 damage. It's probably a board clear, and if I'm lucky, it kills the mage as well. Is it time? Well, one of my minions is frozen, so I can't attack with N'Zoth. I think it's actually time for C'thun. Yeah. It's over. Yep. Precise lethal. Well, thanks very much for joining me, everyone. That was the N'Zoth Reno Jackson C'thun Rogue.